So last 50 minutes, so all time. This is going to be bloody difficult.
Easy.
All time. Okay, so
defensive midfielder. I'm going to start off with defensive midfielder, Makelele.
Yeah, all right.
He started the role.
Can we all just say Makelele and move on?
That's like, it doesn't even need to
Do you know what? The only curveball I'm throwing in there is Gattuso.
Was Gattuso?
No.
Makelele made.
You're going to dismiss Gattuso?
I will.
Are you crazy?
I dismiss him because he wasn't a DM.
And do you know what?
Yeah, he was. He was a destroyer.
Yeah, but he was all over the pitch.
He was also the fault.
He was a
He would kick you down
destroyer.
by the corner flag. He'll kick you down in the centre.
I'll say one thing that makes Makelele's case. When you hear pundits say they need a player to play the Makelele role, that says it all.
Yeah.
That role is called the Makelele role because he did it better than anybody else ever could.
I'm trying to be... I can't think of anybody else.
No, Makelele.
Okay, was Makelele better than Dunga?
Yes!
Yeah, by miles, yeah.
At his job, yes.
Dunga was more expensive.
You lot said that way too quickly.
As a holding man, there's
Do
no
you
one better
not
than...
remember how good Dunga was?
But not as a holding man, not like Makelele.
Remember that team, all they did was attack, and Dunga was the only one who knew about defending.
More expensive, I think.
No, it's true. Dunga was good, but
Because remember, this is all time now.
As Gaz said, no one's ever said we need a player to play the Dunga role.
It's the Makelele role.
We need to bring in someone who's Makelele.
Yeah, but that's Premier League punditry. I'm sure in world football people.
Bro, you ask any Real Madrid fan which player they missed when he left.
Oh yeah, listen, I'm not saying it like I disagree, like Makelele was, but I'm just trying to think of a few guys you've got to throw into this conversation.
A cold ball. Edgar Davids.
I thought about Edgar Davids, you know,
Edgar
but I think if you're going to say Gattuso was too all over the place, I think Davids was the same.
I think
Davids was all over the place.
I can tell. I'll say Davids. I'll say to Davids, my argument is like, Davids, I just wanted you to play a DM. That guy. Do you know this dude chased down 2 armed robbers on the streets? So this guy is a thug in real life, man. So a guy like that.
No doubt.
He's a thug in real life.
There's a reason.
Nobody wears those glasses, and instead of being teased, makes it cool. Unless you're a fun. There's just no way. There's just no way.
So Davids,
I'm Makelele. I can't even think of
Dunga.
Don't do it.
You've convinced me, Makelele.
Look, don't you think Davids used to play more of a box to box? You think he played with Koku? Koku used to hold back more than what Davids did.
Yeah.
Do you know what? How did I forget my guy Guardiola?
No, hold on. As a DM.
Yes, as a DM.
No, come on, Drifty. No.
Nah, listen.
We're talking about tackling and getting in there and holding it.
Yeah, that's what Guardiola did.
DM. No, central midfielder. He wasn't a DM. Okay, so let's look at central midfielder now. Vieira. Patrick Vieira.
Xavi. There's no point me even. Everyone knows how I feel. You've seen it already, Xavi.
See, that's a tough one.
Never seen.
It depends on what type of player you want. So Xavi will run a game from a point of view. He'll be speaking passes.
Let's go back to my man Double H.
Yeah.
Saying what you want from your central midfielder is a guy who dictates the play. Yeah. Everything runs through him.
But Vieira
and I'm just describing Xavi.
But Vieira used
that
right?
is an aspect of the argument.
You're moonwalking.
I want more from me. Yes, dictate the play at your own pace.
But Vieira would dictate.
And
Xavi offered stuff in it.
Xavi had nothing offensively.
What?
Offensively.
Hold on. Are you going to say this in public? You can't take this back.
How many goals did Xavi score from?
No, but that's not the point.
Goals, but he started majority of the moves at Barcelona.
He was the cog.
If you could get a stat for an assist of the assist, Xavi would have about 40,000.
Assist of is that like the orange card?
You know, if there was a stat, assist of the assist,
like a Xavi Alonso.
Xavi Alonso can be involved in this argument.
Xavi Alonso is a good shout for this argument.
Listen, Xavi Alonso
for central midfielder.
Of all time?
Yes.
Of all time.
No, I'm saying he deserves to be involved in the argument. I want to say he's the best.
Are you going to just dismiss Xavi Alonso like that? Listen, this guy...
You know how long football has been going on? So we're talking about since the 70s. Since the 70s when they had like that bloody orange ball.
And before I make myself look silly, he played for Bayern Munich when they won the Champions League, right?
Who?
Xavi Alonso.
Yeah.
So he won 3 Champions League with 3 different teams.
Well, if you're going to say that, then we could say Clarence Seedorf.
Oh my days! How did I forget about Clarence?
Attacking midfielder.
Right, you know what Clarence Seedorf
attacking.
Hold on. How did I forget about Clarence?
Do you think the team he played with
Clarence is a number 10?
Have you got to say Pirlo as well then?
Pirlo's another shot.
But then with that Pirlo, he played... talking more. I'm not.
That's Andrea.
Because
No. You see, Patrick. I know you should always support your black brothers, man. And I still do, man.
I'll go Pirlo, then I'll take one for the team. I'll say that white pasty centre midfielder, Pirlo. No, you know what? You look at
Vieira, Pirlo.
You look at Pirlo, Gattuso, and Seedorf. That midfield had everything for Milan.
Do you know what? I'm gonna make this has got nothing to do with what we're talking about, but Clarence Seedorf, I think might be the best everything central midfielder I've ever seen.
No, he was great.
You know, if you're just gonna talk about that, forget whether he's this, whether he's that. But I think Clarence Seedorf might be my best
class.
Just
I watched him
anything
play the other day in a charity game, and I wanted Liverpool to sign him, bruv. The things he did, he ran up, he
How
shut
has
the
he
guy
still
down.
got an 8-pack?
I'm like, what?
Bro,
How's he still
twists up
alive?
Darren Fletcher.
Yeah.
Darren Fletcher's still playing
That's what
Premier
I
League
mean. I would take Seedorf in the team right now.
Darren Fletcher just got to move to a next
got
Premier
because
League.
I would-
Okay, so who we locked with? Okay,
Xavi.
Okay. Vieira, even if Pirlo, I'm sorry, because if I had thought of you before, I'd probably put Pirlo, but Vieira.
Man, it's a tough, man.
I think if I had to choose between Xavi and...
Go Pirlo.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go Pirlo for him. No, I think I'd go for Xavi. Vieira, for me, if your back's against the wall, you want a Vieira in your team because he's centre midfielder. He leads by example.
Yeah.
But the way I've set my team out in my head, if I have Vieira, I'm going to go with Xavi. And it's not just because I'm sitting next to Des. I'm going with Xavi.
Xavi all day.
Boy, Roy Keane. No, I'm joking.
Actually, yeah, you know what?
No,
I'm Gerrard as well.
I'm joking.
Listen, it was
Let's not be stupid.
very difficult.
gonna lie, I'd have to
it
say
was
Gerrard in
very
that list as
difficult
well.
to not mention him. I didn't want to sound biased, but Gerrard is 100%.
And
Oh, guys, we're talking about all time.
Exactly, yeah.
So,
Nah, you know what, I'm gonna
if Gerrard had won the Premier League, you'd involve him in the conversation.
If you're saying
All
Pirlo,
time.
if
This is all
you're saying
time,
Pirlo, I'm
now.
putting Gerrard in there as well.
Xavi.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Xavi.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so look, you guys are crazy. Right? Okay, number 10. Don't you even tell him anything about me.
No,
Wait. Ronaldinho is my guy.
No, but it's not just
Maradona is the greatest number 10 of all time, so there's no point in even.
But you know, if I'm
finished.
I'm not going to argue against it, but because it's a generation I didn't watch. I'm not going to include.
There's a thing called www.youtube.com. That's all you need to do. Okay, life is life. Maradona, watch
Maradona
that.
would have done it in Stoke.
Right?
Yes.
A winning night in Stoke,
Yes.
Maradona would not have done it.
Yes.
Okay,
This guy was playing when like the ball weighed like a
watch
freaking
that,
anvil.
Watch highlights of
Uruguay.
Maradona against Belgium in the World Cup.
Oh, I thought you
and
were
then you
saying-
tell me you can't do it in Stoke.
Uruguay.
Them boys
Remember the guy
assaulted
against
him for 90
Uruguay?
minutes. But they had machetes on the pitch.
The guy who fucked him up. Guajarida was just set up like he was a hitman. They paid him 100 grand to go and kill him off.
I know, like I said, I'm going to do what I've watched. I think it's only fair that I'm going to do what I watched. And I know you're going to hate me because I'm not going to involve your boy Zizou. I'm going to say the best number 10 I've ever watched play football is a toss-up between Ronaldinho and Dennis Bergkamp.
That's a good shout.
Ooh, you know
That's
what?
a good shout.
Bergkamp,
Bergkamp is a very good
he's,
shout.
he's like, for me to watch a football player live, he's the best football player I've ever seen, like live. In
Do you know-
I'll flick a coin
in the
and
stadium.
whichever one it lands on, I'll take
in the
it.
stadium.
You know, let's be real here. Okay, if you want to say about who have you watched, number 10, and this is the key thing that is your number 10. Because for me, Ronaldinho is not a number 10. Ronaldinho is a look. As I said, we're thinking, man, just get on the pitch. Just do Number 10 strictly. The best player I've seen just purely for technical stuff is Beckham. Technically, I've never seen a better who is like, I'm gonna do this, that. Boom, there you go.
Because you know your argument about we're talking numbers.
Yeah.
Bergkamp, I mean, I don't even know what the numbers are, but if you ask any striker who's played with Dennis Bergkamp, they'll probably tell you, I am who I am because of that man. Yeah. And we're talking greats. We're talking Anelka, we're talking Henry, we're talking Ian Wright, we're talking greats. And they will all say, that guy there made me who I am. So Dennis Bergkamp
just watch his hat trick against Leicester.
Oh, the left, the one where you flipped it over. Yeah.
And the thing that certified him was in the World Cup against Argentina.
That goal, like
that goal, I'm sorry. That was just, you know when you're watching it, you just think, I'll never see that again. You know, I'll never see that again. It's just as simple as that. I'll never see that again.
But this is like, look, as great as people talk about, Messi, Cristiano, all this kind of thing. Again, this is what kids need to understand because obviously we're a lot older men here. So it's like Messi and Cristiano have never scored a goal like that because that goal is. There are about 4 or 5, 6 different moves in that thing.
Poetry.
Outside of the boot, inside of the boot, top of the boot, under the boot, knee. vision.
Yeah.
How long's this ball coming from? Like it just, and you know what? I'll always make this argument. I don't think Cristiano and Messi aren't superstars, aliens. But defending isn't an art form anymore.
Football's changed.
It's not. When these guys were playing, when these greats were playing, it was Maldini's, Nesta's, Cannavaro, Stam, Thuram. It was Rio Ferdinand. Desai. We're talking about people who made defending cool.
Yeah.
Who makes defending cool now? Nobody.
Sergio Ramos.
So for me, that's why I don't include Messi and Ronaldo in these arguments in terms of like
Football's changed a lot.
Bergkamp's doing this against the greatest players we've ever seen.
Man,
You know
like
what I mean?
Davies,
I'm going for
Samuel, you know, like all these like the superstar centre back defenders. You know what I mean?
I'm going for Zidane, 100%.
Zidane. Zizou,
The most graceful player I've ever seen in my life.
Zizou.
Like he.
Bro, we were just watching him earlier.
Yeah.
How many times was we watching? I was like, oh,
It was like watching like dancing. That's like him. He's like ballroom dancing.
But you know, it's weird because like for me, like I would say Zidane is the better overall player than Bergkamp. But it's so weird that whenever you just talk about specific positions,
What they do.
I don't even think about Zidane or Ronaldinho because when I just think of number 10, I'm like, whoa, that's okay. I would have just played that position specifically.
Yeah.
I think Bergkamp is better at that role than Zidane, although Zidane is the overall better player.
Bergkamp comes to my mind straight away. If you say who's the best attacking midfielder you've ever seen, it's just Bergkamp. I don't normally ever think about anyone else. It's just Dennis Bergkamp.
All right. And also, and to end it, Pirlo is better than Xavi.
Never.